What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files, episode 274. I don't know what I'm going to do for 275. Maybe I'll just make it a regular episode. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some big blowout spectacle with all kinds of special guests. But yeah, what's up? Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. One more day to go at the end of the weekend. See who all is here hanging out with us so far. 80s kid from the 90s, General Hawk in the place to be. Yo, Jeff, what's good, action figure crew? Let's talk about toys. Let's do it. Snake Eyes is here as well. Howdy. Howdy to you too. James Green. What's up, Jeffrey and Thursday night action figure crew? What's up, James? While it is really hurting this week, the Vamp, Wolverine 2-pack, Biker Mice from Mars. Still, my tongue is so wild. It's like when you bite your tongue, it's like every time you start talking, it's like, you bit your tongue. So I keep feeling it. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yellow Park Megatron. Thanks. You had a good haul this week. Afton Child. Hello. Omega 579. Hey, hey, hey. What's happening? Next time I got to make sure to get my what's happening gift at the ready. Chamberlain Parks. Boom, boom, boom. Booyah shot. What's up, JP? Tom Finn 2018. We want Jeffrey. We want Jeffrey. See, that's a chant I never thought I'd hear. What's up, Tom? Hope you're having a good Thursday. David Thanos, what's good? What's good? G-Rude, thought I was going to be late. Guess I'm good. You are good. 8:05 starting time. I think I may have started at 8:06, but you get the general idea. Jay Woods, good evening, everyone. What's up, Jay? Blake Tarpley's in the building. What's up, Jeff and Figure Files fam? Nice, got it all clean. No tongue twister for me today. 80s kid. I stored all my figures in a bin and placed all their accessories in little bags. Yes, I know all too well about the little bags. I use these little bags from, I got them from Target, but they're Ziploc bags. Marvel Legends Sentry, Black Knight and Cersei, which I just shot finally. Marvel Legends of the Rose. I mean, these bags are kind of still too big, but you get the general idea. And I got one of those bins from Target, Michaels, where I can just put them in there nice and neat. So, yes, it's a good way to handle all your accessories. Kelly Cox. Hey, Jeff. Hey, everyone. How's it going, Kelly? Speaking most moistly. Good day, people. What's up? Love the merman avatar in there. Vin Doom. What's good, Thursday night crew? Snowman getting here in Colorado. How much you guys got? Retro Robo. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And a good evening to all. How you doing, Retro Robo? G-Brew. Got a Dawn of the Dead. You know I was going to ask. And the Thing hoodies. Issue 200 Magneto. Issue 200 Magneto? And have the Vamp and a bunch of X-Men, Captain McCard, and some shirts incoming. Ran into a friend I hadn't seen in a while tonight. Nice. You be playing. What's up, Jeffrey, my dude? Hope all is well. Should be getting my Vamp tomorrow. Me too. So excited. Blake, doesn't that haunt you for days sometimes? You find a hand or weapon and try to, dude, I have a pistol for my Joe 3.75-inch figures. I have no idea which Cobra it goes to. I found what I assume are brass knucks from another 3.75-inch figure. No idea who that belongs to. Maybe it's somewhat Luke Cage from my Marvel Universe that I don't have in the collection anymore. I don't know. I may have to post in the dashboard to get you guys to help me figure out who the heck those accessories belong to. David Thanos says, pretty good week. Got in some of the Infinity Saga figures, Ultimate Hollywood Hogan, Brother, Bazooka, Blood and Guts, Brody, King, and Darby Allin, and just got home from Walmart with the Monday Night War Hogan. I haven't seen those at mine yet. 80s kid, I'm super excited about Airborne. I am as well. All right, well, before I go any further, I'm going to take a moment to thank all my super supporters from March so far. Badger Wolf Prime, Blake Tarpley, Frustrated Fan Sports Show, Chamberlain Parks, my little bro, Jason Lyles, and Tom Finn 2018. Thank you all so much. I am eyeing one of those super microphones so you can hear me smoother. So all your help is really appreciated on that. Thank you, super supporters, because hearing myself on the playbacks, it's like the sound could be crisper. So hopefully we'll get that knocked out soon. David Thanos and NECA Strongheart Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. G-Brew, post Krakoan era of X-Men 3-man titles. Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, and Exceptional X-Men. Cyclops' team is X-Men. I hate his new costume too. One of my buddies just showed me what these they look like, and it's jeez. Everybody looks 12, and I don't know what the heck they're doing with these costumes and their whole looks. Just not feeling it at all. And for the rest of you all, let's see if this will just show up as a picture. I just got this. It's just they look like they're 12. That's the team. This is Cyclops' new look. It's just there we go. Can we over design it some more? There's Gambit. What's going on with his outfit? Magneto's in the back. It's just it's like, hey, let's re-envision the X-Men if they were 12 years old all over again. Vindum. I visited the Walmart Collector Con to pre-order that Hydra Cap. Also ordered Kentaro off Amazon. Storm Collectibles, nice. Henry G. Hey, Jeff, how's it going, my friend? Good, Henry. How are you? Thursday crew. Hope all is well. Blake says ordered that retro War Duke today from Walmart Collector Con. You guys are getting ahead of me. Tom Finn, no buying this week. It's all about selling. Just about got all my 1/6 figures up on eBay. Hoping to be done tomorrow. Gibber, that costume is trash. Plus, it keeps sticking Magic back in black. Yeah, I don't know. This is what kind of bothers me with modern comic books. They keep changing the outfits. They don't have time to become iconic to get into a top 10 most requested list for this costume because every 5 issues, it feels like they're changing color costumes all over again. Snow Glare, Jubilee gets a big though. Seriously, don't know what's happening. 80s Kid, Transformers stream. Yeah, Transformers is the only line that I collect where I don't feel the overwhelming urge to tune into a live stream. It's like, oh, look, there's one figure out of 30 they've shown this month that I'm interested in. And I just feel like I still haven't watched today's live stream and probably aren't going to be that excited about next week's either. David says, for all you that pre-ordered at Walmart, I want to wish you all the luck in the world. They just might need it. And I know a lot of you all were able to take advantage of this because you commented as such. But let's give a shout out to Target for their big spring sale this week. It's been awesome and amazing with all kinds of great sales. But for those of you who did not see that video, here you go. Big stuff. Lots of great sales. Let's close. Probably won't have too many windows open. There you go. Classified series, heavy duty / roadblock, $9.49. Viper, figure I highly recommend, $14.99. Trouble Bubble, $26.99. That's a great price. Let's see. So yeah, that's just some of the sales. Some of the savings. Looks like a lot of the stuff that I saw earlier is now gone. But because of that, I did get some pickups this week myself. Got the Cobra Officer. Shout out to Target Red Circle, saving points. Animal Man, it's $11.99. Really good deal for a McFarlane figure. And what I've been waiting on for so many months, finally, the Python Patrol Cobra Flight Pod Trouble Bubble and a Televiper. Really awesome. Getting that set for $26.99 of those Target sales. So happy days for me, and I think someone else said in the chat, but no Mutton Junkyard. The ones that I was like, all right, here you go. Still no sale price on them just yet, but whatever. I'll get there soon enough. And like some of you have also mentioned, the Vamp got my tracking. It's coming tomorrow, so that might be episode 275. So my unboxing, my unmitigated excitement about getting that clutch figure and the vamp in one shot. So really excited about that. Carlos Castillo, what's up, peeps? What's up, Carlos? Jamelin, I picked up the latest issues of Transformers. Mind-blowing wildness, right? I mean, anytime the letterer, in this case, Russ Wooten, is that Mike Spicer? Yeah, Russ Wooten does the lettering. Anytime the letterer can get in on the fun and put in the sound effects, lyrics to a song, and it works. It's just, man, Transformers is killing it. Fish Flies, really good title too. And Napalm Lullaby, #1. And just seconds ago, pulled Mezco Shadow out of the shipper. Nice. Got a good haul, man. DJ Jedi. Loudspeaker Files crew, what it do? How are you, DJ Jedi? What are we spending tonight, my friend? Snake Eyes. I got one of the Lego sets from Avatar. I saw Mario and Luigi Bowser from the Super Mario Brothers movie figures on clearance. Oh, are they? What are they selling for now? Carlos, who picked up face today, got Last Ronin stuff and got that Secret Empire cap. Nice. David Thanos, yes, we need that button junkyard to go on sale. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible deal, but given how often Target has sales on stuff, it's like, well, anytime you guys want to get to that. Now, there's a sale that is going on, and I don't see at this particular moment. Let me try with another one because I did see this. Not going crazy. Of course, now it's not showing up. But earlier, see if I can find it in my app itself. But they have another sale of $10 off of the $50 purchase. So that is available. Let me see if I can show you all. Yeah, here it goes. And it expires on the 16th. Let's get that pulled up. Zoom, 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 zoom. Spend $50, save $10 on tech, toys, sporting, and entertainment. So there you go. There's a way you can get Mutt and Junkyard for cheaper. They're like 41, so not quite all the way, but you can get like a free McFarlane Toys figure, DC Multiverse, if you threw it in there. So there you go. Omega 579 just got my large Target haul today thanks to your video. Awesome. Always love hearing that. So you posting these links and all that's helpful for you guys. So glad to hear it. And dude, it was a wild sale. I made sure to get up early on Sunday and go to the closest Target. It was like, oh my gosh, it's here. We got the sales. Now let's make the thing happen. Nice win, Jeff. Thanks, 80s kid. Roberts, Infinite Realms, what's going on? I'm doing well. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday too, Robert. Yeah, man, it's fun. I mean, this is why I have to wait because I can't buy a lot of stuff right now. And I was like, finally, this Trouble Bubble's on sale. And that's been the norm. That's been the case with all this Python Patrol stuff. So just wait it out to the clearance or a really deep savings like this. I think that's 40%, not the 50%. But, if it gets to 50, great. If not, I got it for a really good price. A lot of my stores have had like 5 or 6 of these Trouble Bubbles just stacked on top of each other on the pegs. And yesterday when I was at Target, they were like 2 on the shelf. So the sales worked. In a lot of cases, it's because they don't actually have the stickers that show sale price. Like in one store, they had the WWE figures for $19 when they're actually $13. And I think people would probably take advantage of that sale a bit easier if they saw that the price was changed. Cheaper, sorry, really hung up on the costumes for X-Men right now. I understand. Cyclops' Krakoan look was one of his best. Disappointed they changed it. I did like that. I thought the blue, I guess it was like aqua blue, and the black or dark blue was a really nice look for him. It felt like, oh, okay, this is a nice updated look for him. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they get stuck. They can only go so far away from the 90s X-Men look or the Jim Lee look. And it's like, let's snap back to that. But yeah, it's not a good change at all. Kelly, I hope you have good luck with the Animal Man figure. Quality control I'm hearing is super loose shoulders. That's not good. Carlos, issue 6 of Transformers was insane. The art is amazing. Yeah. Daniel Warren Johnson's art style, it's not like the Crispus. It's not, oh man, look at all this amazing detail. But it is the only art style out there right now where I'm like, man, I feel like I'm in the moment right now. With every panel, it just feels like that momentum, that adrenaline rush, the excitement is playing out in live action as you're reading. And it's just like, oh my gosh, what's happening next? He did not just suplex him. Crazy stuff. Love that issue. Snake Eye says Mario's going for 10. Nice. Luigi is 12. And I think Bowser's 22 or 20. Nice. That's pretty good savings. Robert says, I got a Vipra, Jimmy Hart, and 2 Multiple Man from the sale. Found Executioner at Walmart, but Walmart exclusive Stalker from 118th line for $7. Oh, yeah. That's a really good sale. I love those figures. I kind of wish they were doing more with them. They're really good, and I'd love to replace Out of My Joes with those retro versions they were doing. G-Bro. G-Brew. Oh, my Walmart sucks less than usual. Bunch of stuff getting clearanced out. Picked up scrap iron for $30 a few days ago. That's good. I think the Target, the cheapest they had was like 23, 26. So $30 for that's a really good deal. And I think, you consider she's the figures are $25 now. Getting the drone for $5 more is a really solid deal. And that scrap iron is a good figure. DJ Jedi, great week at Ross if you're a Marvel Legends X-Men fan. Ross had 2 cases of Sabretooth on display when I passed through this week. $7. Which Sabretooth? What would that latest one be? I don't know. Jeez, what was the last one we got? The classic version with that terrible head sculpt they really need to be replacing. Ben Doom is the Ward Duke of Walmart only exclusive. Will the last Ronin figures come to other stores? I think those are Walmart only deals. David says I was able to get $80. $15 off, but it looks like it's a one-time deal. Nice. Devin. Hey, Jeff. What's up, Devin? I found Superpowers Hal Jordan and Sinestro this week. Going to check Target tomorrow. From what I've seen, like I went early Sunday morning, but and I've happened by accident to go to Target 2 more times this week. It seemed like everything that was on sale was still pretty much on the store shelves. It wasn't like everything was cleared because, again, they're not updating the stickers, the sales. So people are just assuming it's the regular price. Unless you're going to the price scanner, you never know it. So hopefully you can find all the stuff you're looking for still on sale. Jeffrey, did you pre-order the Zemo Zola Marvel Legends 2-pack? Not yet. I don't really have to rush to get those Marvel Legend pre-orders in. I think Amazon does really well in terms of making sure they have enough of their Marvel Legends product. I don't think this is a Cobra Eel situation, so I will be pre-ordering. It's just a matter of how fast and how soon I do that. But yeah, for sure, I'm going to get those. 80s Kid, after I get Airborne, I might get Quick Kick right before the retro figs. Yeah, those might have to be a special bonus here guy for me. James Green says, thanks for the Target sales video. Nice. Picked up a Hogan 3-pack for $33. That was a deal. 3 figures for the price of an Ultimate. It was a really good sale. So you were able to use that $15 off the 50 too? Nice. Jamlin, I did hear about the Naga hide going up on Walmart briefly for $24.97. I heard after it was taken out. Yeah. My buddies texted me and was like, oh, let's see. Of course, sold out. And I would not be shocked if those orders get canceled. 80 says, man, that Armada Starscream is definitely a good Voyager class for $15 on clearance. Nice. Figure Nerd, what's up? Yo, happy to be here and glad you're on. Glad to be here too. Sorry for all my messages that don't really make sense. That's from using dictation instead of typing. It always comes out wrong. Hey, man, as long as I can make sense of it, we're all good. And if I can't make sense of it, I'll just ask. So fire away with the questions. Glad to see you here hanging out with us. David Thanos, I've been seeing Mattel Creations. Might come out with a Punk Ultimate Edition. anyone going to pick it up? Is that what they're going to do? I don't know. It depends on what Punk is. Because to me, the only one I really, really wanted or needed was the ROH version that I still haven't found from Walmart or from AEW. Figure Nerd wants to know what are my thoughts on the diorama community. Do you ever pay any attention to those guys? Do I pay attention? Yes, when guys like y'all show them, hit me up on Instagram or email them to me. I think what those people are doing in terms of grading are amazing stuff now. I wish I had the creativity and space to set up these dedicated environments that they do, because I love looking at those photos that, they're like setting up these huge, massive shots. I kind of wonder now if the people who are building those dioramas we're going to see 10, 12 years from now, I don't know, I said 12 instead of 15, but we'll be going on to doing Hollywood sets, and we'll see their work on big budget Marvel, Star Wars, etc. film productions, because they've got it on the small scale already. Joshua Kincaid, what's up, man? Howdy, y'all. It's been a while. Just want to pop in and say hi. Wish everyone well. Hope you're doing well too, Joshua. Thanks for hanging out. Gee, bro, I think the Jim Lee designs for X-Men are incredibly overrated. Some of them look cool. Rogue, Cyclops, some look terrible. Jean Grey. I don't dislike Jean's outfit. I feel like what happened, because of the cartoon, they're the X-Men costumes. And I feel like for the most part, the 70s, 80s costumes, like the Dave Cockrum, Sean Byrne versions of those looks, that's my eye kind of look at the costumes for X-Men. Take a little bit for Mark Silvestri, Uncanny Run with Dazzler, Long Shot, the Outback era. I like those costumes, but really, to me, you don't touch those original ones because they look so good. And I say original, I'm talking about Storm and Banshee and Nightcrawler and Colossus and Wolverine with the tweak to the mask. I know Cyclops had other original outfits before them. And Phoenix, I mean, they can't beat those. That's why you see them occasionally go back and forth to them. But I mean, I agree in terms of best costumes. It's not the Jim Lee looks. It's those Dave Cockrum and John Byrne looks. Carter reviews. Those Big Bad Toy Store and Target clearance sales can't be beat. Yeah, it's been a weird week because normally I'm like, oh man, that was a really good deal that Big Bad Toy Store had, but nothing really stood out to me. I didn't share much on the dashboard with y'all because it's like, well, these are pretty good, but some of this stuff has been cheaper at Ross and Amazon, just a couple weeks ago. So just making sure I do that. Excuse me. Eddie Rodriguez, what's going on? Just showing some love for one of the best content creators. Thank you so much. Hope all is well with you, Cap. Doing good, Eddie. How is everything on your end? Aftonchild. I got what are the figures from the Blue Beetle? Not sure. Which ones? Snake Eyes Detroit Steel still is on sale. Just go on to Hasbro Pulse. You can see them right there. And order them right now. It's not a huge demand for them. Dark Knight 297. Jeff, what's good, my brother? Did I miss much? No, just 23 minutes so far. So we just got started. Oh, the Joe Mad version. I think you pronounce his name Joe Majura. Yeah, I liked his style. I thought it was really unique. And he was kind of around X-Men at the time when no one else was kind of doing his style. So it just really stood out against everyone else. And not to say it was, oh man, he was so much better, but his style looked like, wow, this is cool. And he happened to be on board for the Onslaught era, so he has a distinct run. The Age of Apocalypse, where you can go, yeah, this is when he was working on X-Men. So I did like his work too. Northern Nomad, what up, Jeffrey? What's up, Northern Nomad? David says, I'm really liking that Ronin Casey Jones. It does look cool. Still need a Casey in my collection, but love a Casey from the Turtles cartoon when he showed up in a suit. Casey Jones. Blake, I just saw an incredible 3D custom diorama with the Street Fighter background in layered relief. Wow. I would have ordered one, but don't collect that line. Is this which version is that from? Storm Collectibles, the Jada Toys? And could you also send me the link? Thank you. DJ Jedi pre-ordered that new Marvel Legends Sam Wilson cap. You mean this one? Passing the McFarlane Steel. I saw it Target because there are few too many issues to overlook. On the fence about picking up the Platinum Edition though. One of my buddies said he went to Target today and saw two of the Platinum Edition, and it seems like I think it's Rob T Toys on Instagram, one of my favorite photographers out there. He swapped a few parts with the original steel and the platinum version, kind of came up with a way better looking steel. I don't really like having to buy two versions of the same figure to come up with the better version. I am starting to find myself buying more McFarlane stuff than I assumed at the start of this year. So I don't know. I like steel a lot. I don't know if it's worth double dipping to make the better figure. Joshua Kincaid, Jim Lee was a cleaner, detailed style at the time, but was replicated by so many other artists. Yeah, the thing was, Jim Lee he felt so revolutionary back then. His peers were like Liefeld, McFarlane, and no hate to them whatsoever. His just felt grown up. And we had other guys like Mark Silvestri, Eric Larson, all the Image guys, Jim Valentino, who was working on DC at that time. Mind Drain, Kevin McGuire. I mean, it was like, wow, this is really amazing and awesome. And that's kind of become the default style now. So many artists. So artists who do something different, like Daniel Warren Johnson, it's like, whoa, check this out. It's amazing. If you could draw feet, you're already better than Rob Liefeld. Rob had a lot of work for somebody who can draw feet well. Jeeber, I think the iconic X-Men costume kind of depends on generation. Gen X seems to go for 70s, 80s looks. Millennials, myself excluded, tend to fawn or release. Most of us got into X-Men through the cartoon. And I'm sure that's really correct. I also wish they got a cartoon during the 70s, 80s time period where I felt like they had really great stories to pull from for cartoons. I did think that Dark Phoenix adaptation in the X-Men cartoon was pretty good. They had to swap out a few of the classic members, but I thought that was one of the rare times when they did a pretty faithful adaptation to a comic story. 1216 Ericus. Good evening, Jeffrey and everyone. Good evening. Late to the party, but great to be here. I threw away my tidy slips. When you show up, you're here. Happy to see you. Irk Reviews. Love me some figures on sale. Keep them coming. You better believe it. Every time I find something worthwhile, I'm going to share with you all too. Retro Robo. Yes, those Dave Cockrum, John Byrne costumes are my faves. I'm proud of the Chris Claremont era. Wish we could have good writers stay on team books for years like they used to. So I'm now at the part of reading through Avengers where Brian Michael Bendis is losing me. He is gone to that section where it's like, oh, stop trying to make everything a sitcom. It's terrible. And I didn't realize how much I enjoyed his initial run, where it's fine when he started the new Avengers. I didn't, again, think that we needed Spider-Man and Wolverine, one team, whatever. And he told some really good stories. And Dark Empire, Dark Reign was solid. But I felt like he needed to go off the book after Siege. Like that felt like the bow to his run. And then he kept on, and it was like, so no good. But yeah. David Daniels just saw Casey Jones Super 7 at Big Bad Toy Store for $27. That's a good deal. Jamlin, hey, did anyone else has McFarlane Wonder Woman from BAM? Did anyone else order McFarlane Wonder Woman from Books A Million? Mine was canceled. Oh, that's not good. I feel like some other people did. Have you been able to track her down yet, Jamlin? Jay Woods, some X-Men fans from the early days remember the beautiful costumes Neil Adams and Tom Palmer drew them in. Yeah, those are great too. That's why I had to make sure I corrected myself with the Cyclops, because those Neil Adams versions, I would buy them in Marvel Legends form too. Tom Benwood as well. Mine was canceled too. That's no good. DJ Jedi, I agree about Jim Lee X-Men designs being way overrated. The Sylvester, Simonson X Factor, yes. And Brett Belvin's Era of New Mutants don't get nearly enough love. Yes. Spot on about the 90s cartoon being played. Yeah, yeah. Those, you guys know I'm all about X Factor. And my priority is just because I loved how unique those second versions of the costumes look. But I want to buy a set of the original costumes as well. And swappable head jeans so we can get the full skull cap to match Cyclops and then the hair showing too. Want both of those versions. Jeeber, I think Byrne and Paul Smith were my favorite X-Men artists of the Claremont era. I think Lee's DC work may well be his best. I don't know, I'm still partial to his X-Men run because I think most of his DC stuff has not been on stories I've enjoyed. There's Hush, of course, but I can't really even think. I think his Justice League run was okay, but I don't really love a lot of what he was doing at that time. David Thanos, I knew I should have ordered the Wonder Woman at Best Buy. She's sold out there now. Snake Eyes, yeah, a lot of people will go to PetSmart and get fish displays. I use them. I happen to have one, and that I use for backgrounds of some. You can see this, so it kind of makes for cool rock-like stuff in the background. I use it for my GI Joes and all kind of random things. That was actually one time that I could reference something that could pull from my desk right here. Robert, Sylvester had him run. I really like. Byrne will always be my fave. Yeah, I'm looking through Alpha Flight. That was really good too, for as long as he was there. Dark Knight 297 says, if McFarlane makes a nice looking Darkseid, that might be the first and only figure from that line I get. Tom Finn, Terry Austin doesn't get enough credit for how good Byrne's 70s art looks. No, he doesn't. And I think what the problem is that people just don't understand what an inker does. It's like all he's doing is copy. Excuse me, because for the longest time I would duplicate that. I was making action figures using paper, so I would do the whole thing where I would draw in pencil, take my pen out and trace over it, and that's what I thought an inker did. But they do so much more, and I think because it's a wide consumer of comic books, collector base don't really appreciate what an inker does. We don't go, oh man, they were doing some amazing stuff there. Snowglare, love McGuire. Love McGuire. There's an artist who's impossible to capture in figure form. You need a dozen heads. Yeah. I mean, I thought DC Direct did really good one expression for those Justice League International figures they did. It was just like you said, they needed like multiple head sculpts to really nail that whole look because one look for each character wasn't nearly enough. Love Valentino's artwork in the Guardians books back then. Yeah, Vin Doom, he didn't get enough love either. Jamlin, Jim Lee always felt more John Byrne and Garcia Lopez inspired than his contemporaries, who took more from Arthur Adams and Michael Golden. I love Arthur Adams, Michael Golden too. Finish Bob. I never liked Jim Lee's art. I never liked that overly scratchy look with the excess lines. I far prefer a clean Byrne Perez style, so much cleaner and easy on the eyes. Can't argue with that. Jay Woods recently purchased the IDW Artist Edition of John Byrne X-Men. Beautiful work, but make one realize how much Terry Austin contributed. Yep. Figure Nerd. Speaking of double dipping, I had to get the Platinum Catwoman because the 2-pack had a funky face. Face was top. Told McFarlane, and they offered a $5 discount. I could wait and see if they get replacement parts. I actually got the regular version Catwoman. She actually came out okay. Like Jeff, Duarte Studios is doing the Street Fighter dioramas. Nice. Check those out after this stream. Thank you. Jalen, Jeff, you summed up my exact views on Bendis' Avengers run. I loved it. Seriously, I think we were talking about this earlier. I was like, yeah, I don't know when he goes bad, but then I read it all over again. I was like, maybe I was wrong with this. And then I was like, oh, I was right. It took a lot longer to get to that cliff. And then I feel like that's the way he's written since then. Because I love him most of the stuff he does these days. Joshua Kincaid. Mark Texera, always the guys like Punisher, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine Justice. The 90s. I loved his work too. And it definitely did fit for the 90s run. Nope, no luck with Wonder Woman. I just have an alert on Entertainment Earth. Hopefully you'll get her. I guess Amazon's long since done with her. Hey, these kids say, what about Jim Lee? I say he reinvented the X-Men. Um, I don't know. See, X-Men always had really good artists. And I mean, we mentioned Neil Adams. Great. I mean, he's not on the book for ever and ever. I feel like if Neil Adams was on X-Men when Chris Claremont started, he would be the definitive X-Men artist that we would still be talking about today. But then there's Dave Cockrum, who's really clean, really good. Not quite as good as some of the others, but he basically laid out and established the art style for X-Men. And John Byrne came along. Superstar artists, like maybe one of the initial ones at that era of Marvel. Then you had Paul Smith. I'm sorry, Dave Cockrum came back. Then Paul Smith. We had Mark Silvestri. We had Jim Lee. I mean, there were a ton of good artists who were working on X-Men. There were some really great stories. I feel like Jim Lee came on board when the storytelling wasn't quite as good. So the art was kind of compensating for it. But Jim Lee left. He didn't have as lengthy a run as some of the others. And, it was like, okay, who else can do his style? So I wouldn't say he reinvented it. I feel like he had a good run, like some of those other good artists. But he's one of several. Jibber, my absolute favorite comic artist is Bill Sikowitz. I feel like I was mispronounced and butchered his name again. Bar none. I was mainly talking about Hush and Superman for Tomorrow with regards to Lee. Retro Robo, does anyone want a redo for that Toys R Us X-Men 5-pack we got? Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. I feel like they've done a pretty good job of, hey, we can do the X-Men all over again. Awesome. There's still some that are like, yo, you need to fix those figures. And they would definitely be right near the top of the list. Jay Wood says John Byrne, Terry Austin, and George Perez, Pablo Marcos. I can read any comic by these guys. Dark Knight 297. Classic brown suit Wolverine is the best, my favorite one. I feel like you would find a 50-50 split on the best Wolverine costume. The tiger stripe one is really good too. Figure Nerd. I ordered 2 Nights in Azrael Batman in Gears of Order. Whoops. And are they both orders canceled? In fear of order. Oh, okay, I got you. I ordered 2 Nights in Azrael Batman in fear of the orders being canceled. Where'd you order from? Joshua Kincaid. Whoa, just saw the Crow remake trailer. I might give it an honest try when it comes out. You're doing better than me. I don't know about that at all. Figure Nerd. Hey, Jeffrey, did you notice that for a second there was a crisis waving down the price of McFarlane toys? I did not. What was the price? TJ Jedi, exactly. And this was at his best doing street level characters like Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Oh, and Ultimate Spider-Man, of course. His team books and crossovers had a tendency to go off the rails. Yeah, because I don't know why he felt it's like he kind of sort of knew the characters, but had one way of writing, and he could not adjust it, change it up for who's writing. Like Daredevil and Jessica Jones was solid stuff. If he'd just gone on to do a Luke Cage book for a while, that would have been fine. But his whole team approach was, and like he would kind of sneakily get out of doing the big major fight scenes or during the fight scenes, everybody's doing quips. It's like, dude, it's just Spider-Man. I don't need Mockingbird and Spider-Woman and Luke Cage and Wolverine acting like they're trying out for Night of the Improv. Just not good. Northern Nomad. I just ordered that older Mattel Nightfall Batman and Red Azrael 2-pack. Did you get a good deal for it? Jamlin. I don't know if you can truly appreciate a good inker until someone inks your work. No offense to those who have inked me, but I've only really liked my art inked by 2 people, and I'm one of them. Evan Edwards. How are you doing? Evan Edwards. Yes, I said that right. Hi, Evan. How are you? Oh, y'all. Yes. Superstars Ric Flair and Hogan for $4. So you missed them. There you go. Really good deal for those. Reviews. I really hope the McFarlane Darkseid is 10 out of 10. Don't think any Darkseid figures of late is the top the DC Direct Grail and Darkseid have. And they say as of late because I would suggest one that I really like, and I thought they did an awesome job with that figure. I am saying biased, but I really thought this was one of their best figures that they put together. And man, it's been so long, I forgot. He needs to build a figure. All right, let's see. Let's go on to. Here we go. OAFE. Great pictures of this figure. The DC Classics, Mattel. Build a figure Darkseid. This is so classic, but this Joker gets the job done. Great, excellent figure, awesome sculpting. It came with a little glove, the killing glove. And I mean, it's just doing its thing. I really like that figure. I thought they knocked that one out. Thanks, Jay. I did forget. John Romita Jr. I gotta forget that. The classic 80s run with the punk rock team. He did Mutant Massacre, so really important stuff. TJ Jedi. I was a huge fan of those few years of Art Adams drawn X-Men annuals from the late 80s, early 90s, and I loved his covers for classic X-Men. Would love to see Marvel Legends versions of that era, especially Asgardian Storm, and properly done X-Babies. You mean you don't want that massive, too tall, too big X-Baby? Simkovich, thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Vintage Bob says, I love a redo of the original X-Men 5-pack. Oh, yes. 1216 Arniker says, Byrne and Perez are by far my favorite artists. Love their runs on X-Men and Avengers, respectively. Yeah, they might be my favorites on those two titles, too. Jibber, really wish Perez had a run on X-Men. He did do an annual. That was cool. But yeah, he would have. That would have been really good. Vin Doom wants to know, has anyone received their Marvel Legends Angel yet? Starting to see some reviews, so I'm very excited about that. I haven't ordered mine. Northern Nomad. I just checked McFarlane Toy Store and Crisis Wave. It's still showing $40 per figure or $135 for all four. Yeesh. Green Man, what's going on? Northern Nomad says, I paid $58 shipping and tax included for PayPal payport for which ones? The Crisis Wave? All About the Village. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Chibru. I remember one bit in the Bendis Avengers wearing Spider-Man and the Thing spent like 2 pages haranguing Miss Marvel for not having seen Ghostbusters during a fight. Why? Just, dude, that was so many times. I was like, nope, I'm done with this issue. It was so much like that, where it's like, no, people, I don't know what he thought was going on or what superhero comic book should be. But it was like, stop this. You're not as funny as you think, and you're killing this action stuff with this. 80s Kid says, Jeff, what Black Series figures should I get next? Well, these are Black Series figures, but got this on the agenda, so let's go ahead and go to them right now. More Vintage Collection stuff, and the prices on the Vintage Collection continues to baffle and amaze me. But just today, for pre-order, on one of my affiliates, Entertainment, you can take out 10% off any in-stock items, or you can use my code LYLES, LYLES, my last name, MF, and you can get that 10% off too. So there you go. And free shipping on $79 or more. There you go. So here's our Vintage Collection Stormtrooper, because you need to always have Stormtroopers on hand in your Star Wars collection. And these look really good. I don't know if they're $17 worth good, but nice looking figures. So we got them. And then we've also got the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, Darth Vader, in his Star Wars costume. I'm not going to call it New Hope today. I'm going rogue. Nice cloth, soft, good materials on that. Looks solid. I'm sure there's something wrong with it. You Star Wars aficionados who know all the precise details on the costumes can tell me, yeah, I mean, the cape looking a little thin there, Darth, but otherwise solid. Love the hand gesture there. That's nice. And good stuff. I mean, I feel like all the Darth Vader figures, this was nice. We actually got two swappable hands. It almost kind of feels like it makes them worth $17. I don't know. What do y'all think? Just got you. Just got you covered. And then the other ones, and I'm really, really, really hoping we get these guys in a 4-pack or 2-pack with swappable heads so I can army build to my heart's content with this from Ahsoka, the Vintage Collection, Captain Enoch, and Thrawn's and Night Troopers. These look cool. I feel like after we've seen some of the Clone Troopers and the Imperial Officer sets, $54.99 is going to come down later, so hold out. But dude, look at how much fun these are. The Night Troopers look awesome, and all that great paint job. I really want these guys in the Black Series in the Black Series line. I'm just kind of curious how they would make that work, because you can see these figures have different sculpts on there. Let's just do this. Make that simple and easy for all of this. There we go. I mean, look at this sculpt work. I mean, this is actually sculpted onto these figures. And I don't feel like this is too expensive for this based on what they did. Looks like Enoch's paint flaws are just painted. But these are sculpted. That's really impressive. I think that looks so cool. And amazing stuff on those guys. So want to see those for the Black Series. So you said, what should I get next? Maybe wait for those. Big nerd. Neil Adams drew a lot of Batman too. Yeah, a lot. He was really good stuff. And Green Lantern and Green Arrow. The Crisis Wave went down $20, I think, before it sold out. I ordered the Knights and figures from Big Bad Toy Store, GameStop. Nice. Now he did I just read it. My X-Men Omnibus is just far out of reach. It's a team up with Akron, the Thunderer, and Thor's busy. So Akron calls Storm to help power up the device because she has the power to control lightning. And it's just great. I mean, George Perez artwork, and it looks awesome. Malcolm Lee, Target and Ross still have that heat. Happy hunting. What did you get from Ross lately? Because mine are not having much anything. Ryan Daly, what's up? Got my pre-order for Apollo Creed's droid today. Randall G, what's going on? Hello, Jeff. Just got an X-Men 97 Cyclops during your show. Nice. Plus, I've been seeing posts and pics of the Superpowers Blue Beetle at GameStop already. Oh, man. Next, we need Superpowers Multiverse pre-Nightfall Azrael. Love that. Love that look. So hopefully. All about the villains. Everything they just announced for Star Wars, I was so excited until I realized it was vintage. I tried basically to only collect 1/12 scale, but I would absolutely love to get Thrawn and his troopers in black. Seriously, when they have the Thrawn, but his troopers, I think his Thrawn. Let me see here. You have to check because I thought Thrawn was available now, but let me see if he's not up yet. Let's see. Oh, it's still up for pre-order. So when is he supposed to come out? Oh, that's right. He's not coming out supposedly until January of 2025. But we all know that is not going to be what's happening. He might come out next week, the way Hasbro and their estimations on prices come through. He's going to have the original one, not based on Ahsoka. I like that one. I'm going to have to double dip, even though it's basically the same figure, but it's okay. Jalen, I'm no stickler for every detail when it comes to Star Wars, but whenever there's an original Star Wars Vader, I expect him to have a red tint to the eye lenses. Yeah. Well, doesn't look like we're going to get that either. Black Series better step up to the plate because I'm getting pulled by the TVT. I mean, they really do have a lot of stuff. It's just I feel like the pricing structure is not as good on the Vintage Collection as it is the Black Series figures. Taped up troopers. I can believe it. And he has red duct tape over there in that witch world. Blaze-Star. I saw the Legion on the thumbnail. I always wanted a Legion. I have about 15, but 2 are dead. Feral Lad and Invisible Kid. I have Invisible Lad on my shelf as well, but you can't see him. Sorry, that was a terrible one. Sorry. And DC Classics actually included him in their Legion box set. It's a terrible way to go because they needed to do more and they just did not for whatever reason. I think Neil Adams designed an iconic X-Men logo. And yeah, I remember that annual now that you mentioned it. Yeah. All about the villains. Who knows when pre-orders becoming stock? It's crazy because, yes, not May 1st, and my Vamp is coming tomorrow. So, I don't know. Christopher, what's up, man? Hey, Jeff, where can I get a nurse action figure? My wallet needs TLC. Seriously, they're hitting hard. Entertainment Earth has my George Kittle Niners figure shipping. I'm like, oh, great. So, yeah, it's wild out here. Crazy thing is, vintage collection cost $8 4 years ago. Now 17. Well, if you find them at Ollie's, they're not. Target has some sales on them too. Street Sharks, I think. Who knew, right? I never got into that. So that is not pulling at my wallet strings, which is nice because it needs a break. Let's see here. We've been talking about this. I feel like I was neglectful in talking about it here on the stream. Walmart Collector Con dropped. Let's see what's still available, if anything's gone. Got the G.I. Joe Classified Series Night Force, Shockwave, Prowler, animated version, Hydra, Captain America, R4, 6 Geo for the Black Series, Night Owl, your Cosper Reeves repaint, and a bunch of Transformers. I don't know, so I'm not going to be like, these are terrible. Just don't collect them. And tomorrow, we got a few more reels. Not reels, we already know they're coming, but the Harlem Heat, Monday Night Wars Wave 3 with The Rock, with Team Rocket shirt. And what else? Oh, man, you get this Hulkamania box set now for $75. Some awesome sale there at Walmart. Whew, not so great. All about the villains. Did you pick up any of the classified Pythons on Target's sale? Yes. And the Trouble Bubble. So it's nice. Still sad to think there's not enough vehicles for the Black Series, and Hasbro hasn't made any vehicles for the Black Series. I know they can make a couple back then, but now nothing. They could. They just are not. They really, really could. Green Man, I want some of the Street Sharks. 80s Kid, Street Sharks was a great cartoon. I didn't watch all of it, so it could have had a terrible ending. Judge Dreads, have arrived like Galactus. I thought I saw Silver Glint in the chat show up. Cheaper, I was lukewarm on Street Sharks in the 90s. It was fine. Vintage Bob, the next few weeks are promising. My Marvel Legend Angel order ships on the 18th. Where'd you order it from? The Marvel Select Crimson Dynamo was out in April. Wish I didn't have to wait till September for Annihilus, though. Yes. Lar A. Ross. I picked up that Ross Leia lightsaber for $40 nice and a couple Quasar figures for $6. Probably gave his Flame Fist to Ken. Probably give his Flame Fist to Ken when I get him. Also, for the first time, I saw Motu Masterverse Five Below. I still have not seen them at my Five Belows. I was going there for a long time, and now I was like, oh, there's a reason to go. But my stores are like, no, there is no reason for you to go. And I showed this earlier, but always any excuse to show off my all-time favorite tag team, Art Foundation, are now up. You don't have to wait. You can get them right now from Creations, Mattel Creations. I think their website's Creations Mattel. Anyway, they're here. You get their classic LJN style homage belts, the classic ones. I think some people were hating on the head sculpts. I think Anvil has really good head sculpts. I think Brett's are decent, okay-ish. I think some are definitely better than others. And I think these are better than the average Bret Hart figures. There you go. And the Monday Nitro ring that you can actually put alongside your WCW Nitro Arena. No, you You can't do that. Anyway, here's the ring. Interesting enough, though, nothing on the pads. Maybe I need to take another look at the ring because I thought they had stuff on the turnbuckles, but here you go. And your Eric Bischoff custom figure, so you can get him calling out Vince McMahon, tie-dye jeans. That's nice. So I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know if I'm going to grab it right away. Maybe I'll wait until another year-end sale when they were giving those 2-packs, buy one get one free, legit, and a ring. It's wild. It's kind of upset that I got that stuff and felt so burned. But anyway, got to get this for Easy E. And I'm definitely going to get the Heart Foundation at some point. And I still got to get the Roddy Piper and George Animal Steel. But really happy to see this set here. What do y'all think about him? Oh, you got the Angel from Pulse. He's coming on the 18th? Shoot. That's exciting. I didn't realize he was there. Do they have him shipping? Let's see. Pre-order May 1st. He's another May 1st order. Okay, so yeah, coming a little bit sooner than they anticipated. I'd love to see a Mutant Ninja Turtles and Street Sharks crossover. Speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, fine folks, Nickelodeon and Toys sent along these images to me of a new line, Mutations, mix and match figures. Kind of neat. You can swap out all the parts from your favorite Ninja Turtles, some bad guys, and Splinter and Mega Turtles. So here you go. It's kind of fun. Soft, good pieces, one Splinter, and they've got a rack of accessories on these guys. So you got a lot of options. And I broke down the Mutant Mayhem figures. You can check out that video, but I thought these were really fun. They're not as articulated as some other lines, but man, you can have a lot of fun posing and just playing around with these guys. I thought they've really knocked out these figures. I think Raphael could have more of an intense head sculpt, but you can kind of mix and match where you want these guys to go. The Turtles are going to be a little bit different just because of their green hues, but here's another look at how they look. So here's some mix and match versions of these guys. You can just see all the random parts thrown together. It's like a Ninja Turtle junkyard, scrapyard. Get your pieces. Here you go. And so you do all kinds of wild and crazy stuff with them. So that's kind of fun. Maybe not for, those of you all who need your super articulated figures, but I thought those original Mutant Mayhem figures were fun. And here you go, more of those with these Mutations, mix and match figures. Snowglare says Amble's great. Still waiting for a good Brett. Laura Quasar head could probably be a Robert Redford if I put on a suit. Oh, so we can get our Alexander Pierce. Nice. That'd be fun. Figured any of you guys pick up the Metal Gear Solid line by McFarlane back in '99? No, because I need articulation on figures. And while those figures look cool, I mean, what is the point of having a static statue of a solid snake? Vintage Bob. By the way, Jeffrey, thanks for the advice on the G.I. Joe scaling Marvel Legends. I got myself a Cobra Flight Pod Trouble Bubble from Target for my birthday. Happy belated birthday. Going to use that for my Hydra and AIM agents. Nice. Ellie Cox. Judge, that Archangel is gorgeous. Yes. Malcolm Lee. I picked up Snake Eyes, Timber, and a Megatron Dragon. Sweet. Where did you get those figures from? Jeeber, I miss when Five Below got proper action figure lines like Marvel Legends and Black Series. It's been incredibly lame since they stopped carrying those figures. Yeah. And then they started charging more than $5 for stuff. It's like, this is going against the very name of your store. What are you guys doing? Ryan, I got a shipping soon email from Pulse for Angel. Oh, man. Don't tell me that. I want to get that. Ugh. Patience. Gray Man. They seem to still have trouble getting breast likeness down. Seeing some fan sculpts look spot on. Please show me these fan sculpts because, gosh, I mean, I feel like some are okay, some are not bad, but they have some that are like, that is perfect. That's not been the case with these Bret Hitman Hart figures. Jalen, you can get an Eric Bischoff spoiling raw figure on your I was wondering if you had drawn that ring. I had the Heart Foundation in my cart. And you know I gotta get that Nitro set. I mean, I'm gonna need a manga with Pepe in hand, and I've got Bobby Brain, so we're good there. But I want that, and I don't just have to mock up some tables or whatever, or mock up that set. I actually really enjoyed Nitro before the NWO. I thought it was fun, and it was interesting on its dying days. David Thanos, I love that they're doing straight up order instead of pre-order. I grabbed the Heart Foundation, was going to wait. They're doing a chase version. I have a feeling it might sell better than previous sets. I do think they will. So hopefully they can hold out a little longer for me. Mutant Mayhem was great. Yeah, very nervous, fun stuff. All right, so let's see here. What else did I want to break down on my list of? Oh, Brian says hoping for Transformers Legacy Gears next week. We still got 2 more weeks of this Transformer Live. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I would love to see Gears because I would love to see something in these Transformer reveals that I'm actually interested in. Quick question: should I do a bracket for the Laos Figure Files crew for March Madness? Should we make a tournament, put it together? Let me know in the chat if you guys would be interested in taking part in one. All right, last up before I get to the main topic for today, let's take a look at what we're supposed to be getting in the next few days. From Entertainment, their teases on Monday, Jada Toys action figures, maybe new Street Fighter figures. About time for some new pre-orders for them. So there you go. Marvelous new action figures coming from Hasbro. So that means we got a new Marvel Legends live stream coming this Tuesday. I haven't checked Instagram. Maybe they've already announced it, but I'm really curious. What do you want to see from this Marvel Legends live stream? We know we got some figures kind of teased and revealed and leaked. Hopefully, we'll see Count Nefaria, Warbird revealed on Tuesday. I'd be really excited to see how they turn out. And hopefully there'll be some more surprises too, like that Baron Zemo Arnim Zola 2-pack. And McFarlane's got some more figures because, Todd is like, oh, Marvel, you got something dropping? I've got some DC figures dropping too. So who knows? Maybe we'll get another weekend teaser figures in the pre-orders on Wednesday, like we did with this JLA wave. Prop replicas from Hasbro Thursday. Then next Tuesday, 2 heads are better than 1. See what's going on there. On Tuesday the 26th, excuse me, something a little bigger is on the way. But what? See what goes on with that one. And then the 27th, more stuff that they're not really giving us much details on. And of course, we've got that April 1st launch from Star Wars. And get ready to turn a new page in collectibles? Well, it's a familiar page. The important thing to remember is page is technically a clue. Wonder what that would be. And then April 4th, more G.I. Joes. So, I don't know. It didn't look like we're going to see any new Joe releases in March, but I guess we'll get them come April. Heart Foundation is like my 4th favorite tag team. Got to grab. Who's your top 3 then? Guess to the bracket. Nice. Randall G.I. Order Snouts. Nice. He does look fun. Lefty 2 Lions BKO. Laos Movie Files, Laos Figure Files crew. It's Thursday night. Where are your figures? Just Dress. Yes, we need more Jada Street Fighters, but not repaints. I guess we still need that pre-order for M. Bison for them. Dawson, I guess, as well. Oh, how marvelous. Ryan, Avengers Wave with Wasp, Count Nefaria, etc. Who else? I don't remember who all we got on that one. Roberts. Oh, the Rumor Man thing, Warbird and Fair. Yeah, those 2 I definitely want to see. I want a Marvel Legends cover commander. I mean, technically, Jamelin, that's on the table. It should be available, right? Yes, let's do a figure bracket. I wonder if I could put together figures. Back in the days before my transplant, I would take my WWE figures and then eventually my AEW figures, and I would literally do a full tournament with my figures and have people and have legit brackets where people could vote. and go, hey, this is who we want to see advance in this round. So I'm trying to think. It's been a couple years since I've done one, but let's see here. I'll just go to one main one so you can see how this sucker looked here. All right, this is fine. 2018, so you can get a sense of how this thing played out. So there you go. This is 2018 bracket. So you can see Macho Man and Psycho Sid or Sid Vicious, Demolition, Money Inc., The Outsiders, Peep the Black and White, The Nasty Boys, The Usos, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, The Wyatt Family, which two, who knows? Rey Mysterio and Batista, The Dudley Boys, The Rock and Sock Connection, our foundation, Stinger and Lex Luger, The Guerreros, The New Age Outlaws, what was their name? Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, Natalia. I feel like they had a name, don't remember it now. Team Oh No, Kane and Daniel Bryan, Christian and Chris Jericho, aka Vitamin C, Goldust and Cody Rhodes, not so dashing. He's just hanging out there with his Autobot Optimus Prime insignia. The Natural Disasters, Legion of Doom, Harlem Heat, Shield, New Day, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Big Van Vader, The Revival, The Rockers, The Enforcers, KO and Sami Zayn, the Bullet Club representatives, Big Cass and Enzo, and Big Boss Man and Ken Shamrock of the corporation. So that's how I was rocking with this thing. A lot of fun on that deal. Vintage Bob, has there been any talk about a 2024 Marvel Legends HasLab? Hoping for the Watcher, or better yet, Eternity. I wouldn't mind either one of those because I do not need those figures. So I could use a break from Marvel Legends HasLab. Blake Tarpley, Wasp, Yellow Jacket, Iron Fist. Take all three of them, Blake. Road Warriors, number 1. Number 2, Demolition. 3, Rock and Roll Express. Number 5, Midnight Express. Italian art? Thank you, Green Man. Appreciate it. G-Brew, I'd really love some Brood drones. Please let the Marvel Legend reveals be the Brood. Snowglare, Road Warriors are the best. Heart Foundation is second for me. Just Shred, Man Thing would be delicious. You also help flesh out your Thunderbolts team. Figure Todd is always holding back. I don't even think he knows what's coming. Probably not. David Thanos, 4 regions, G.I. Joe, Wrestling, Marvel, and McFarlane. We're going to do like the best of the best figure. I kind of like that idea. There you go. Quick screenshot. All right. I think do some fun with that. Let's do that. Figures of the first quarter for 2024. All right, Blake. Maybe we can make that do. Maybe we can do that. All right. DJ Jedi. Been eyeing that Target exclusive Mutant Mayhem Ooze Cruising playset that comes with all 4 turtles, Bebop, and the only April in the entire line. Too pricey at $50, but I'll definitely cop on clearance. Well, how low do you want to go? Because they've got that sale right now where it's $10 off of $50, so that will qualify, and they're knocking down enough ways for you to go grab it. Green Man, wow, go hot! All the teams. I only have like 9 from New Generation and like 3 others and 2 custom Razor Ramon. Nice. Well, McFarlane released the OG 1980s Legion of Superheroes like Mattel did. Mattel kind of did. That's one of my biggest head scratchers and frustrations with Mattel because they released some members of the Legion and they didn't even scale properly in the same set. It's like make them all small or make them all tall. And it's like 4 of them. Ultra Boy, Wildfire, Saturn Girl. There's just 3 who are adult size, and then everyone else is teen size. Like, how could you guys not figure that out while you're designing these figures? One can only hope, since that set is mucho. It's it's really not worth spending the money for it. And I say that as having that set, it's not worth spending the money on. Speaking of tag teams, I need an Elite Superpower set. Chateau Tony, Rock and Roll Express, Barry Windham, Dustin Rose. Yes, make those happen. Figure nerd. Do any of you guys ever feel like you only have one Batman out at a time or breaks the illusion? I have my different Batman figures on different shelves, so I kind of preserve it that way. Ted Darklaw. What's going on, Ted? How are you tonight? I'm good with my Marvel Select Watcher. That's where I am. Toy Bounty Hunter. What's going on? Doing fine. How are you? Tully and Arner, number 7, right behind Outsiders. It's all a close race, though. All right, Robert. They're on your list. Laura A says, Jonathan June, maybe it's June, from Jada Toy said in the live stream when he expected to complete the Street Fighter 2 lineup of characters. If memory serves, I think he said before the end of 2025. So I'm okay with repaints. Me too. Wouldn't a Celestial have to be bigger than Galactus HasLab? Maybe. I mean, they can be any size, right? Let's put them in where would you store them? Let's hope we get a 97 Beast and Jubilee. You think we get those already? I wonder if they can improve the articulation of the Jubilee we have. That would be great. All right, so I asked you guys this and I posed the question. I want to give you a few ideas and then I want to hear what you guys think. So there's some, speaking of the Legion of Superheroes, some no-brainer layup, easy releases that companies either didn't do or feels like, why have we not gotten this figure yet? So for me back then, why did we not get a second set of those Legion of Superheroes? Maybe make it the all-women set with one dude. Because that first set was just really weird and like they could have done 2 more sets. They sold out. Why don't we get any more contemporary, modern times? A no-brainer that I don't understand why we haven't gotten it yet. Yes, the Rancor failed spectacularly because of reasons. But why have we not gotten a Black Series X-Wing? We've gotten Luke's other main vehicles. We've got his land speeder. We've got his snow speeder. But we need his signature thing. And it's like an X-Wing Black Series. I mean, they're selling Vintage Collection Ghost for $500, $400, something like that. I feel like an X-Wing isn't taking up that much plastic. What do you think a reasonable price would be for a HasLab Star Wars Black Series X-Wing? What would you pay for it? I don't feel like it would be more than the Ghost. So why have we not gotten that? That seems like something that would sell. Absolutely no risk because people want that for their collection. They've gotten any other Black Series vehicle. So that's one for sure for me. Then another one, I also mentioned it. McFarlane has done the whole gamut of the DC universe. And I got to give him credit for that because he's touching all kinds of corners. Some are like, why are you doing these figures? But others, like the Legion of Superheroes, would be an endless well that he could continue to draw multiple ways from every year, like 7 years, and still have many characters left to do. He could do a Lightning Lad, Saturn Girl, Cosmic Boy, and Brainiac 5 with a Build-A-Figure Validus or Marchu. And that's wave 1. There's so many that he could do. I feel like he's done pretty decent in terms of getting us to Titans. Like he knocked out a Titans team. But Legion would be really fun. And that's a set where he could just continue to milk those characters, go to all the different repaints. He could just continually do Legion figures. What are some that you think are like, hey, what are you guys waiting on? And another one, of course, Green Banshee. Yeah, I know. We got him in that 3-pack, and that works with the blue and gold team. But the green and yellow Banshee, there's no reason why we haven't gotten this figure, especially since they've got a perfect mold for Banshee right now. Maybe I want to see him this Tuesday from the Marvel Squad. All right, let's see what you guys say. Randall, NWA, WCW has some of the best tag teams. Road Warriors, Any Horseman combo, America's Team, Doom, Rules, baby, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, Superpowers, Steiners, Dangerous Alliance combos. We love a WCW. Legends, Great Muta. Yes, Absolutely. And maybe Ultimate Edition. Bill's really into Japanese wrestlers, so maybe there's a good shot. Finish Bob, I want to do a custom Ego the Living Planet. My apartment is too small. Maybe just he's from the distance. G-Brew, classic Darkseid. Why does Todd refuse to make a classic Darkseid? He is rumored to be coming with this latest leak list of figures. So supposedly we're going to get classic Darkseid. So that one should be knocked out by the end of the year. Blake, 6-inch Dagobah playset. Yeah, I mean, jeez, like this thing is basically kind of like a 6-inch scale. Do I have any 6-inch figures out here? My Obi-Wan Kenobi that I put on all the time. He's a little bit taller than this, but I mean, if it's like this is Yoda's cave. I mean, is that hard to do? I feel like that's something we could get, and for sure. I mean, I'm down for anything with Empire Strikes Back logo on it, so I would buy that. And some of this stuff can be HasLabs. I feel like they took the Rancor failure so personally that they didn't get the right lesson. It wasn't that people don't want a Black Series Rancor. It's like, no. You gotta put enough stuff in there to make it worth our while. And the tiers, the bonuses aren't cutting it. And they decided no more Black Series figures. That's the lesson we got. But yeah, there's so much more they can do. Jalen, Jeff, I think a cool video series. Might be doing a list of your favorite figures of each line by year. You start with your oldest figures and go from there. This would obviously take a long time. Hey, listen, I'm gonna rate. I'll just screenshot that one too. Thank you. That would be fun from each year. Okay. Favorite figure of each line by year. I accept that challenge too. You can drop one a month or whenever you feel like it in perpetuity. Nice. There we go. I don't know why that word always gets me in trouble. Judge Reds, I want Todd to do a Trigon Megafig. Yeah, well, I guess he's done some box, so I guess that's not outside the realm of possibility. But yeah, Trigon Megafig would be fun. Jalen, no fans of the Harlem Heat here. They're in my tier 6 through 10 tag teams, but for sure. I mean, and I think the only problem with Harlem Heat, they were the dominant tag team champions when the tag team division was a little bit spotty. Like the big contenders were the American Males, Stars and Stripes. They would always lose to the Steiners. So it wasn't like they were going toe to toe. It was like, here come the Steiners, they're gonna lose. They didn't beat the Outsiders. But they could beat those other teams. They beat Sting and Luger for the tag belts. That was cool. But I think that's why they had that kind of asterisk, because they didn't get to stand out and beat the top teams like Doom did. Doom beat the Steiners. They beat the Road Warriors. They beat the Rock and Roll Express. Went toe to toe and pinned the Horsemen. So they definitely were the dominant team of their era. Did their things. Tom Finn, New Teen Titans. Yeah, that should be a wave too. Like Wonder Girl, Robin, Nightwing, whichever way you want to go with him. Kid Flash is actually scaled better. Cyborg or Changeling, whichever one. I guess we still don't have a real classic Raven either. And then the Cyborg Build-A-Figure. Randall G says, I would love a HasLab Power Master Optimus Prime. The superpower set of the following: Legion of Superheroes, New Teen Titans, JLA, JLI, Legion of Doom, Order Rush, Legion of Supervillains. Oh man, what's BATO? Green Lantern Corps. Still trying to figure out this BATO. Earth 2 OG JSA, All-Star Squadron, yes. Freedom Fighters, New Gods. I want it all, like a Monopoly. Just make sure it's properly done. Strictly for public satisfaction. So you're in awe when I'm in action. Snake Eyes, one Giganta figure from McFarlane. A Mayfax Giganta. One a normal size Giganta and Giant one. G-Brew, Big Barda, Mr. Miracle, Zatanna, Lois Lane, Orion, Metron. Yes. Judge Dredd, yeah, that Rancor is still burning. Seriously, they are so salty that we didn't buy that Rancor. It's just like, listen, if we knew that was going to be the punishment, maybe we would have backed it. 80s kid, I'm still surprised we haven't gotten Captain Antilles, Lobot, prequel Yoda, seriously, and Cloud City Officer. Man, I would almost give them a pass for Captain Antilles, but the other ones, Lobot, prequel Yoda, Cloud City Officer, you could also put in Chancellor Palpatine. I don't understand why we don't have the Emperor from the prequels. Let's hope we get a battle damaged Bespin Luke on an updated body. We probably need an updated Bespin Luke anyway. Maybe an updated ESB Boba too. Boba Fett? Where? Lar-A. Storm Collectibles and SH Figure Arts could have had the license for a decade and still won't complete a line of Street Fighters. This is so true. Jada Toys doing it in 3 years. It's such high quality and reasonable price. It's impressive. I agree. David Thanos, Harlem Heat. They're my top 15. What about Public Enemy though? Droth Guards. I got my number from G.I. Joe Classified Series Vamp today. They are great. Oh, nice. Clutch looks like he has a leaf sticking out of this helmet onto his forehead. Oh, that's interesting. I can't wait to get that. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Robert, Harlem Heat might be my number 9. Booker as a solo is much higher, I admit. King Booker. That was fun. Green Man. I want Hawk and Dove, both Dawn and Dawn. Yeah. And those would be 2 really easy ones for him. Hawk and Dove, and then Dove and Dove. 80s Kid says 97 Beast, 97 Jubilee, and a VHS Spider-Man. I feel like they've got it, VHS Spider-Man. David Thanos, Harlem Heat are in my 11 and 15. Randall G, love the Harlem Heat, Dudley Boys, Nasty Boys, Sting, Davy Boy, Vader Sting, Free Birds, Batman and the Outsiders. Thank you. I was really confused about that one. Transformers was dumb. My cousin just texted me. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying about Transformers. Did a new Transformers thing drop today? It's Rock Stars. McFarlane Classic Darkseid might be an insta-buy for me. The madness, the mania, brother. G. Bruce says, an Xavier in classic wheelchair with a lap blanket thing. Rose OG X-Men costume, yes. Gen X Emma Frost. Classic New Mutants. All the Claremont era New Mutants. Yes. James, yeah, that's fair. The Steiner brothers were my favorite team for a while. Thought the Frankenstein was the most amazing move ever. The first time I saw it, I was like, what was that saying? So it was funny because watching old wrestling, see, oh, guys are doing the Frankensteiner, but they didn't look like Scott Steiner pulling off. And I was like, I had the tape. I was like rewinding, like, how is he doing that? It's crazy. And the Steiner brothers as Ultimate Edition figures feel like too soon. Now they've got the Steiners, but I kind of be like, hurry up and get them out before anything else happens. So yeah, I definitely want to see the Steiners. Not so they can't quite make the why are we waiting so long, but it's like, can you hurry up and get them out, please? Pretty please. Randall G, did you see the new X-Men lineup release? Yes. And I'm not interested in a one of them. It looks so bad. Snake Eyes, I want a Black Series gunship. The clones or the other ones? Tom Finn, Crystal is the biggest head scratcher to me. She's a repaint with a new head. Yeah. She's so easy. She's that character who, it's like, oh man, the budget for the sculpting on these figures has gotten excessive. What's a character that we can throw in this line to save some money? Do it on the cheap. Like, she literally fits that description. Jamlin, Booker was at the top until Vince jobbed out. No way. I'll hear no words about Vince McMahon jobbing out one of his other stars in the promotion. All the side I can possibly provide on that comment, by the way. 80s Kid, how about Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Lex, and Guy Gardner? Has nothing to do with the movie Superman. Yes, it does. 1216 Erica says so many great DC characters that McFarlane could do. Phantom Stranger, Zatanna, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho. The list goes on and on and on. You're right. Retro Robo. Alternate universe. Hasbro gets DC licensed, and we get all the characters we want to match in 6-inch scale to the Marvel Legends. Then we get amalgam characters. That'd be fun. All about the villains. Plastic Man Build-A-Figure looking good. Does look good. David Thanos. Scott Steiner was a freak before the big Papa Pump era. But was he the big bad booty daddy as well? He was funny. So funny during that time frame. Judge Dredd. How about some Justice League Dark figures? Damn, I mean, it's weird. He's had the license for a while, and yeah, he's branching out, but there's so much more he could do. Why is it taking so long for a Black Canary figure? Classic Hawkman and Hawkgirl. G-Brew, Morrison era new X-Men full roster, Cassandra Nova, some U-Men, classic Cyclops, updated Archangel with better wings. What don't you like about the wings? I thought they did a really good job pulling those off. The Marauders, yes. An astonishing Kitty that, yeah, she's too tall. Really too tall. Wow, even a live stream couldn't handle the Mega Powers handshake. It translated this emoji into whatever that was. Oh yeah, fun stuff. 80s Kid from the 90s. Agent Callus, Old Man Rex, Phase 1 Rex, Savage Opera, yes. Commander Sato and Quinlan Voss. Yeah, all those too. Jalen, there was a Transformers. I'm pretty sure my cousin wasn't watching that, so I'm just trying to figure out what he was referring to with Transformers. Because he does not collect like we do. But it's basically reviewing things that were previously revealed in our update on the HasLab. They only had the gray model, hated samples shipped to China. Yeah, and I guess I kind of breezed through it, but I was like, y'all aren't talking about anything that's getting me excited yet. Then Doom, can we get a Legion of Doom base? Please. I feel like that's probably something you do with superpowers. After Child says Marvel Legends, Yellow Jacket, Jack of Hearts. Yeah, all the giants. Bring them all on. Snake Eyes says the Clone Wars Glenn ship. Yes. Tell me you didn't just say that. That was so much fun. And then Charmel just get into the whole thing. Oh gosh. And that was so good. He carried over to TNA. It was just as great. Judge Dreads, China's been on New Year holiday last month. Stuff will start dropping soon. Get your wallets ready. So what are some other figures that y'all like, why haven't we gotten this one yet in the line? All About the Villain says, what I would love to get in pinless form, X-Men Evolution show figs. I wonder if Hasbro would go back to them. 80s Kid says Captain Cold as well as Cheetah. So the Legion of Doom. And Gorilla Rock, right? You got to get all those guys in there. Judge Dredd, Justice League Watchtower for Superpowers line. I think that's a really good avenue for him to do those kind of playset type deals. And he's really taking advantage of it and doing stuff like the Bug. So wild. I can't believe that's already up at GameStop. That's crazy. And so with Angel shipping, the Vamp en route, I guess we should expect a whole lot more. Lar A, what you know about GI, bro? Oh, yeah. That. I would buy that figure so quick. Ryan, thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Snake Eyes, Jejo, Classified Flag. I think we're going to see that. Northern Nomad, tell me, do you bleed? Sucker! Legacy Lions, has anyone seen the Batman figures designed by David Bonner from Mattel that never went into production? Basically, they're Marvel Legends for DC characters. Yes. Let me see how fast I can find that. I used to have them. Let's see. I think I have them relatively easy to find. But yeah, they looked really cool. Let's try this. Riveting podcast. No, I don't have that. Darn it. But yeah, those are really cool figures, and I wish I could find that picture really easily. Randall G. Jeff is a wrestling fan. What's your favorite face turn? Most shocking heel turn? For me, it was Nikita Koloff's face turn. Barry on Lex Luger. That would be a cool line of 2-packs. Face heel turns. Yeah. The Barry one was very shocking. especially since Flair bragged months ago they were going to get Barry one of the joints. Like, there's no way, you liar, he's going to join you. And that was probably my favorite one, best executed one. I think the most shocking heel turn was maybe Paul Orndorff clothesline and Hulk Hogan. Like, that was one I was like in tears. Like, no, you can't do this to the Hulkster. Yeah, that one's always gonna be my number one. Favorite face turn? Hmm. I don't know if this really counts as a face turn since he never really went heel. But when Sting fully committed to WCW at Uncensored 97, that was awesome. Came down, and then NWO was all excited. And he beats those guys down. The fans are so hyped and excited. That is, like I said, it's not a face turn. So let me put that to the side. It's one of my favorite wrestling moments. Face turn. I'm trying to avoid a Lex Luger one, not for any particular reason, but it's just like the one is like, yeah, that one. All right, so maybe Lex turn on the Four Horsemen because that was an aggressive turn against them. I'm not getting out of this ring. I like that one because he was not beaten down or something. He decided to do that. Like Randy Orton is the worst face turn because Evolution kicked him out. He should have kicked Triple H out. Anyway, or when Luger showed up at the USS Intrepid, body slammed Yokozuna. Another one is probably for my favorite WWF match where Stone Cold does absolutely nothing different, but it becomes a face. So yeah, but I like your idea for two bags. That'd be fun. G Bruce says a comic book America Chavez would be great. Ben Hurt, Armor, Rock Slide, Pixie, Punk, Schoolboy, Kid Omega, Ghostbusters 2, Real and Extreme Ghostbusters, Plasma Series figures. I guess we'll see what happens with the movie because I feel like that's when they'll milk out more of that stuff. So 16 Anarchists. We still absolutely love Small Star Squadron characters. Man, you and I are right here. That was something I really wish, so many Grayos who never even got from it. Seriously. I love those characters so much. I take Liberty Bell, Johnny Quick, Firebird, Firebrand. What was her name? Because she was rock. I think it's Firebrand. I take her and her brother Danielle, and her brother Rod, Robot Man, yes, and Amazing Man, Tarantula, Shiny Knight, whole set. I wonder how Todd would do those figures. But yeah, those figures would be awesome. Retro Robo, Super Articulated, Gotcha Man, G-Force figures. Maybe Mayfex or SH Figure Arts. I mean, if you wanted those. Um, I mean, they do kind of got you covered on that. Here, let's pull them up because they do have those figures, Historic Collectibles, and you said Mayfax or SH Figure Arts, and you can get those figures, and they're like absolutely, yeah. So there you go. I mean, these, and they're super articulated, despite that cape looking otherwise. You got it right there. So, excuse me. There's a line you want to get, and I did Black Snow comedy. Him on commentary, Booker T was awesome, and I was like, I think there was. Oh, I remember the match. He teamed up with Sting to go against the Road Warriors, and I was like, Stevie Ray, you need to never get hurt because Booker T can do this without you. And then we started going solo. I was like, Booker T is one of my favorites now. And when he started doing the obnoxious commentary, oh man, Booker T's a dude. I'm in the mid '80s, so I'm looking forward to when I get to Booker T in his career. But yeah, that Booker T was man. Any Marvel Legends Mecha Hulk, Frost Giant, and Werewolf by Night. I'd love to see what they would do with Mecha Hulk. And I wonder if he would also now be like a deluxe, super deluxe figure. G-Brew, just get us some Morrison era Doom Patrol. Man, they were fun. I wonder how they would translate to. David Thanos, it's got to be Sting getting kicked out of the Horseman. Yeah. You're done. Stay out of my life. It's over. That was a pretty good one, too. Of course, that might be one where I was just salty, so I didn't mention it. But that was I was like, Flair, you jerk. He had your back when these guys weren't here at all. Chandler Price. Hulk Hogan's pretty shocking to me. Not my favorite, but it was a surprise. Yeah, it was. And I know there's always a thing, but whose side is he on? But it was like, what in the world? I was happy because I felt like at that time, the WCW fans were like, Sting, Sting, Sting. Forget you, Hogan. You're like, bail out every 4 months and we don't see you until it's time for a world title match. So, yeah. How about a line for Superman animated series? Give us a super wave with the Man of Steel, Lois, Lex, Lobo, Darkseid, Metallo, and Parasite. 80s kid, I think that'd be a really fun line. Lar A. Shawn Michaels leaving the Rockers, ladies and gentlemen, the Rockers, and putting Marty Jannetty through that window with a super kick was probably one of the most popular heel turns. Jarhead, ever watch OSW reviews? Great wrestling channel. I haven't. I try to stay away from too many reviews because I don't want them to subtly influence how I'm going to view a figure. So maybe I'll check them out after I do my own reviews. But thanks for the recommendation. OSW reviews. All right. Dude, how did I forget Amazing Man? Like, how in the world would I forget him, Jay? Look at me. He was one. And I have this discussion every so often with Jace. He's like, yeah, they shouldn't have put Cyborg in Jim Lee's and Jeff John's JLA when they started over New 52. My character would have been Amazing Man, or they want to go all the way with the whole, hey, let's do what the Avengers are doing. Could put in hardware, but Amazing Man has a unique power set. I'm surprised we don't see him at all. I feel like maybe I need to start flooding James Gunn in his email with just pictures of Will Ever, because I mean the dude's powers are awesome, and it's not like everybody has that power skill set. Jameless says I think Doom Patrol would be cool too. Nasha mentioned some classic Titans to go along with that Beast Boy, which I still don't have. David Thanos' best face turns when Daniel Bryan betrayed the Wyatt family and he took his Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, Bray. Yeah, he dumped that, dished that whole trash man outfit. That was fun. G-Brew, I like the corrupt 80s billionaire style. Lex Luthor in a three-piece suit with more money than God in a stockpile of kryptonite. Retro Robo. Marvel Poker Game 5-pack with table and chairs included. Oh, poker. Why did I read that wrong? Poker game, 5-pack with table and chairs included. Figures. I want Thing, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Gambit, and She-Hulk. I wonder how hard that would be to find. Because I did take a picture of those guys. Wait, look at my photos. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember which figure I shot that with. It got me curious. Let's see here. That I did that poker shot. It wasn't my Captain America figure. Oh, here it goes. Retro Thing. That also makes sense. I guess it's the last picture. There we go. I mean, you got to do this. And this is one I just cribbed together from my WWE table. But yeah, I mean, I got the thermos with the beverages of choice. See Cap with a bottle of water, and Wolverine got his claws out. Should have used the other hand. Got Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Black Widow watched on. I love that. I love the whole deal of them playing poker. That was just weird and fun. Jamlin. Listen, I knew you were talking 80s Titans. To me, that's my default with those guys. If you were talking about the 60s, I'd be like, oh, sorry, I got that totally wrong. Retro Mindbender? What would you change with the one we got? And Retro Blood. He does need a retro figure. Mr. Missile Plates would be cool then, dude. Do you have the Mattel one? I feel like he works pretty well with the McFarlane Toys figures. Vintage Bob. If only Hasbro would make a classic original costume, Graviton, Gabriel, the Airwalker, and Nebulon, I would be able to die happy. Jarhead finger poke. Yeah, that was a heel turn in a totally different way. Shane Shooter. What are we talking about? Biggest heel turns? Kind of on and off with that. Best heel turns, best face turns. You got one. Throw up your suggestions in there too. 80s kid, classic blue costume Sinestro. Heck, give us Alvin Sword. DJ Jedi, McFarlane Toys is still way too Batman and Superman heavy. I'd love to see him start going in on DC auxiliary properties like Wildstorm, Milestone, Grifter, and Static were fine. Need more though. Dude, if McFarlane gives me a Blood Syndicate, I won't say another word about his figures. G-Brew, and now to beat a dead horse. Hasbro, why haven't you given us classic She-Hulk? Do you hate money? They might. Well, if we get an Avengers line, maybe we'll see her show up on Tuesday. Jason Miles, what's up, Figure Files? What's up, bro? David Thanos, love Bobby Heenan, his heel turns. Sean Turner and Marty was hilarious. Yeah, he dove through the window, through the glass. Ah, thank you, Jarhead. OSW does wrestling pay-per-view reviews. I'd be very curious to hear what they thought about Revolution. Dark 1997, Justice Society, Wildcat, Hourman, Sandman, Stargirl with a striped bath. I will take it. Milestone figures would be awesome if in Doom. I would happily buy them. Another classic Batman. What's wrong with the one we got? Randall G. said it was a no-brainer for Mattel Creations. Would have been the 4-pack of Hogan, Hall, Nash, and Mean Gene from Bash to the Beach in Ultimate form. Put that with the Nitro entrance and ring. I guess, but they weren't really there at Nitro with that. I mean, geez, we could have had the Bash of the Beach ring and just fill it up. Like the accessories would just be a slew of trash, balled up paper, cups, the whole works. Snugler, thank you. Who had fun shooting that? I was like, it was just like a random one. Like, yeah, I don't need to add this to the retro thing review, but it'd be fun. So let's do it. The old school Igloo Thirst, yes, sir. Jibru, Sandman, and the rest of the Endless would be great, but McFarlane probably won't do that because it'd make Neil Gaiman money. Probably, and Ty's probably still salty about Gaiman being awarded Angela. Probably. Retro Robo, wow, nice poker game display, Jeff. Love it. Would love to get them in their civilian clothes with some cards and chips thrown in while we're at it. Yeah, I wonder if somebody does those. Snake Eyes, more video game characters from figure arts like Kafka and Blade, Ghost, and Soap. McCorva, I'm sorry, I'm butchering those names. And Price, Lars, and Alyssa, Leon, Chris, Ada, Albert Wesker, Jill Valentine, Unk. All right, good deal. All right, well, guys, I think it's going to be it for this one. I'll wrap it up. I've recorded another video, and I feel like I should do something else just so I can not make that 275. But anyway, there I go. Thank you all so much, as always, for hanging out. Shibu, man, you know, Tyler has made enough Batman figures. He might miss a costume Bat's worth one panel in an all-you story. 1947. He probably will. All right. Well, thank you all so much, as always, for hanging out, tuning in. I'll be back maybe this weekend. We'll see what drops. Maybe my Farland's got some more stuff. Dan's going to tweet some more Marvel Legends news. We'll see. Let me know your success stories with tomorrow's Walmart Collector Con postings and all the good stuff. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Be back, as always, next Thursday, 8:05 Standard Time. Till then, this episode of Lounge Figure Files has been filed.